Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, how about a scouting report?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Just about to get started, Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The 2-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging. One up, one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Geraldo Perdomo now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Outside low, ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Two now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And getting the start for Arizona, Eduardo Rodriguez. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the inside corner for a strike. That one fouled off. Here's the 2-2. And that's too high. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Left field. Kepler racing towards the line, but it's off his glove. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, not an easy play by any stretch. He went a long ways just to get to that fly ball, and all that hard work to get there, you're expected to bring it down. I have to think that the ball was bouncing on him a little bit, and what I mean is when you run a long ways, you can get on your heels some, and that makes the jarring to the ground make the head move and make the ball move. So important running technique is critical, and that's something that's often overlooked.
Ohtani at second. Pajes at first with no outs. Right through there for a strike. Gonna count 1-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. One runs in. Here comes Pajes around third. Aim to score from first. And they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Mookie to hit. Man at second. Edge of the zone for a strike, and to count 1-2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Out towards left center. Should have this one. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Ball 2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out.
Just stop it. A great showcase of focus, athleticism, and hand-eye coordination. What a play.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Finds his way through, base hit. Here comes Freddie around third. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well done. Drives in the run. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
That's a ball.
Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first.
That's a ball.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. The 2-run shot, and they boost their lead. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Certainly worthy of another look to find out the distance of that home run via StatCast. 470 feet. Singy, say it with me. Wow.
Yeah, he got every stitch on that baseball, and you don't see many homers go as far as that one just did. I'm sure it's already spread like wildfire on the internet, man. These kind of home runs don't go unnoticed.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
There's the strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's a strikeout looking. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. On to the second now for Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Here's Gurriel.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake. I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
Ball one.
The 1-1.
That's the ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Stays alive.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
And that is downstairs. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Out towards right center field. 2 away now.
Batting 6th, left fielder Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one ran inside, almost got him. Foul ball there. And a 1-2.
Ball.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So 1-2-3 go to Diamondbacks. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Bottom of the 2nd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Trey Jamison, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
Whoa.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Pulls that one foul.
Ball one.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Andy Pajes. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. 0-1. Pajes getting the start in center. Batting second in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on the way. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here in L.A., top half of the 3rd inning, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Just missed. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ildemaro Vargas. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's the center fielder. Just missed. Man at second. Strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Ball.
Next
Ball
one
three.
misses, and the count's full. And ball 4
take your
to
bait.
aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Here's Ketel Marte. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed.
There's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And it's fouled away. One, 2 now.
Ball 2.
And he grounds one to the right side. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Bottom half of the 3rd, and they bring in a new pitcher, Trey Jamison.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. There's Freddie Freeman now. He drove it 2 with a double his first time up. And that one fouled off. That's in there. That's strike 2. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Betts in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now.
Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Hey!
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Going, gone. A 2-run blast. And they add on.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Tucker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. And that misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one is upstairs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Tommy.
2 outs, runner at first. Tommy Edman at the plate. In the air, right field. And that is that. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 7-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, new inning getting started. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. 0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That's too low. 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Hit on the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run. Time. Got him.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
This is Corbin Carroll. Fly to left his first time.
Ball low.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's ball 4. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. And the 1-0. On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to Edman. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. So they go quietly there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 4, Dalton rushing. Steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Everything is clicking in.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Trey Jamison won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Brandon Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So back to the top of the order, digging in, Shohei Ohtani. Can't glove it cleanly. Save.
No,
it was
he's
never
in there.
going to be easy after the missed play.
Wise to just eat that as you risk throwing it into the dugout.
Andy Pappas getting ready to hit. And that's outside, and it's 1-0.
Huh.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Move to second. Ohtani back in. Man at second. Back to right. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Good guy to have right in the middle of your infield, right in the middle of your lineup.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Whoa.
Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one almost got him. And a payoff pitch. Right side, Marte. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here in L.A., ready now for the 5th inning. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one fouled hard the other way.
You know, these D-backs just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward. One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Struck him out looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Gurriel thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their 2nd challenge. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now batting Max Kepler. Went down on strikes his first time through.
No, that's a ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Kepler not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. So that removes their last challenge. Up the middle. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up next for Arizona, Nolan Arenado. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. That's to third. Muncy fires over to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Trying to check his swing there, appeal to third. He did not go around. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Brandon Garcia done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Kevin Ginkel takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, Boog, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Fought off foul. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That hit him. Take your base.
For the Dodgers, catcher
2 aboard, 2 outs. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Ball. Strike. Whoa.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 2 outs.
No.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him. Out number 3. Dodgers strand a couple as the lead holds at 8-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game.
Your footsteps through the dark, the colors shaping amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The famous traces that Jay left to paint and memorize that I kept. Forget the nights that I spent thinking that I can never.
Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ildemaro Vargas.
The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Lauer getting loose as well.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2-0. And there's a ball.
High.
That clips the corner. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder Ryan Waldschmidt.
Here's the center fielder. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Hey!
And a strike.
Did he
Check
go?
swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. The 1-2. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gives way, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips. He's into the game with the bases empty. Back to the top of the order now. Ketel Marte will hit next. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. That one lifted to left. Hernandez on the move to the alley. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That's in for a strike, a slider. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Stays alive. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Three-two now. And they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Ball inside.
Up and in, and that's ball 3. On the corner for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Ginkel is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, number 67. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here's Freddie Freeman.
I always say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air. Vargas. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as it remains an 8-0 game. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
That's the ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Oh.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Carroll, the next to hit, takes ball 1. He is certainly a guy with that blazing fastball, but you might not always know where it's going, so don't dig in, right?
Well, hitters aren't as likely to dive out over the plate against a pitcher like this because of the fact that he can be erratic and there's great velocity. Less time to get out of the way.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
And sometimes he can be effectively wild because you're sitting there in the on-deck circle or in the dugout looking in and saying he's all over the place, and then you step into the box, strike one, strike two, and you're an 0-2 count.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes in position, brings it in. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, Catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
So they're down to their final out. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shammy saying so long.